Okay, so I'm going to put them up real close to you. As always, I put them in this bag because it carries a lot of my makeup. And I keep this bag with me so I can just peel through it. The first product was from last rotation. It's going to be in this rotation. It's the ULTA London Everyday Vacay Setting Powder. I think this is just going to continue to be in my future rotations because I'm trying to use it all up and I have a good bit left. I like using this under my eyes to brighten my under eyes, and then sometimes I'll even take a little bit and set it all over my face, and it works really nicely for me. But yeah, this powder here is what I'm gonna pick. I don't know why I'm out of breath so much. It is summertime, you know, summer has beautiful color looks. I also like to think of glitter in summer, lots of glitter. So I picked out the Nabla Miami Lights glitter palette, and this is what it looks like here. This is the Nabla Miami Lights glitter palette, and it looks really pretty. There are 4 shades. There's a pink, a white, this looks like a bluish one, and this one looks kind of more purpley. But they're very pretty. I got them during the ULTA 21 Days of Beauty sale. I think it was last year. I want to try this out. Haven't tried it yet, but I want to use this in my looks, and it's very beautiful colors for summer. So I'm gonna give this a good use, and I'll let you know what I think. Alright, so I know last time I picked a bunch of creams because I wanted to use my creams. However, I thought to myself to stick to a few at a time until those are used up, because if I open each cream product, time when it expires. So I figured if I go a few at a time, use them up, and come back to those ones. Because I know I opened my Kosas cream. It was a highlighter and blush duo. Loved it. Beautiful formula. But when I went to go and use it again, it got hard. It got these like, it was hard. I mean, you could still feel a little bit of like stickiness, like cream, but not as good as what it was when I first used it. And it had a bunch of bumps all over it. So to prevent that, that's why I'm thinking use the ones I opened first. When I use those ones up, then we open a new one. So that's the goal. Anyways, I'm pretty sure I picked one bronzer powder, and it's the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Bronze It Sun-Kissed Bronzer. It's for the face and body, and I have it in 01 Light. I saw Jessica Braun talk about this, and I've seen other YouTubers talk about this. They like it. They rave about it, so I wanted to try it. But this is the bronzer here. Very pretty. I do love bronzer, and I did use this. It's very pretty on the skin. So I like it so far. And the Ofra Star Island highlighter. I've had this for a good bit. I'm still trying to use this up. It's a very beautiful champagne color. Highlighter only goes a certain way because you only need very little of it on the face. So that's why like I use it and I use it, but I don't really get anywhere because you know you only need so much. That's why I don't like having a lot of highlighters, because they take longer for me to finish. But I'm just gonna keep this in my future rotations and try and hit like pan eventually on this highlighter. But that's my pick there. And I also picked another product from Ofra, and I got that one in my Ipsy, and this one in an Ipsy, and it's their Blush Rose blush. This is what it looks like here, and then when I open it up, it's this beautiful rosy color. I did use it a little bit. I don't know if you could tell, but like, whoop. You see that like, it's right here. It's right here. Like pinky rosy shade right there. I didn't even think my light would be so bad. I didn't think I needed my extra lighting, but I do, but that's too much of a mess. For liquid lipstick, I chose my Jeffree Star Velour liquid lipstick, and it's in the shade, it does not say, but it's this color here. It came with his Pricked collection. I had gotten the whole collection when it came out. I posted a video of it. I will link it up in the cards above and down below in the description box if you would like to watch that video. But yeah, I decluttered most of the stuff that I gotten from that collection and gave it to my sister, but I do have quite a good bit of that collection in my makeup collection, and this is one of them that I kept. Very pretty color. I'll try to see if I can swatch it, but hopefully this will come up better. It's just this very pretty orangey color. I think of orange, I also think of summer. So I thought that would be a nice little shade there. And I am continuing to use this Origins mascara. I think I'm almost done with this because it feels pretty lightweight when I'm holding it. So I think I've gotten most of the product out, but I'm going to continue using it till it's completely empty, or at least close to it. And since my ABH eye primer is almost used up, I went and got another eye primer, and I picked this NARS Smudge Proof eyeshadow base right here. This is the primer. I've used this a couple times already. I'm not really sure what to think of it at the moment, but I know it's not my favorite. I'll have to do like a ranking video of eye primers I've tried, but this one's kind of meh so far. But I will use this. I always put eye makeup on, so that's no problem using that up. And since I was thinking pinks are part of summer, I picked another liquid lipstick. It's from Heated Beauty. It's their Demi Matte lipstick. It's in the shade Bonnie, and I got this shade because of the shade name is my mom's name is Bonnie, so I had to get it. And it's also a weird coincidence because her favorite color is pink too. Let me try and focus this in here. Hopefully you can see that. But yeah, this pretty pink color, I think it's perfect. This is the type of pink that I like to go with. I love pinks. It's this one here. Okay, there you go. It's this pink here. Very pretty. I also have this Charlotte Tilbury Beauty Light Wand. It's a blush. It's in the shade Pinkgasm. And this is what it looks like here in the tube. I used this already and I like it so far. And this was also from the Pricked collection, but it's the Jeffree Star Cosmetics Supreme Gloss. It's in the shade Orange County. It's this shade right here. Very pretty. It's like a pretty coral peach shade, and I really like it. Those are my favorite colors to go with. Yeah, but you see here, pretty orangey coral color. It's actually glossy in person. I'm just having a hard time showing you in the camera. Primer, I have Tatcha, the Silk Canvas, a filter finish protective primer. I've carried this with me in my past Shop My Stash videos, and I'm going to continue to use it. I really like this primer, and I feel like it makes my face makeup look a lot better, and I feel really pretty when I wear it. I'm gonna use this still. And my two liners is the Il Makiage liquid eyeliner and Believe Beauty long lasting eyeliner. These are like my favorite right here, liners here. Or at least these two. There's a couple more I like, but these are like in my top 10 favorite eyeliners. But they're both the color black. This Catrice Cosmetics Long Lasting Prime and Fine Multi-Talent Fixing Spray. This is my setting spray I'm going to use. It's literally like, I don't know if you'll be able to tell, but it's like down in here. Yeah, down in here. It's like almost gone. But when I finish this, I'm gonna whip out the Urban Decay setting spray because that one's really nice for summer. There's that. I have my L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear Concealer. I have the shade Vanilla 355. And this is what it looks like here. Right here. that's the concealer I'm using. And I kept the ColourPop Saguaro Jelly Much Shadow. It was in one of their collections. It's just a coral, peachy coral it looks like, which is up my alley. Love those peachy corals. And then I picked another shadow. It's a shimmer eye glaze. It's in the shade Aqua Moment. It's from Kylie Cosmetics. It's this pretty like blue. Hold on, I'll show you. It's really pretty. And it definitely screams summer. Yeah, but it's this pretty blue color right here. Perfect for summer. And I kept another ColourPop shadow, their Jelly Much shadow. Alright, but this came in with one of their sets. Very pretty color here. It's like a pinky color, peachy color. I'll put it there. Have the ULTA London Moon Dust Illuminating Powder Highlighter. Got this in Ipsy. Right here, got this in Ipsy. And then this is like what it looks like on the inside. It's like a champagne. I'm keeping the Too Faced Let's Play. It's a small palette. It's easy to take with you. Yeah, I think the quality is really good. I really like this palette, and I like how it looks like a little game controller. I play video games, so I knew that this was meant for me. And these are the shades. They're really pretty. I've worn them a couple times. I'd say a good handful. And I'm going to continue to use this because I really like using it. It's very pretty. The shadows are very good in my opinion. Very pigmented. So yeah, keeping that in my rotation. Keeping my Natasha Denona Love Cheek Duo Cream Blush and Highlighter. It's really pretty packaging. The way that I can get it to move on. It's really pretty. I love it. But this is what it looks like inside here. Sorry, I kind of went a little bonkers when I dug my finger. I just go like this. But yeah, it's like a cream. It feels like cream to powder. And then this is a highlighter here. I've used this. It looks really pretty on me, but I'm gonna continue to use that. Yeah, I kind of really dug into there a little bit. I picked the Kylie Jenner Velvet Liquid Lipstick in the shade Party Girl. I like this color here. It's much pinker in person. It's kind of like a hot pink. I know it won't ever come across that way through my lighting. I know it looks orange to you on camera, but I assure you in person it is hot pink. Just my lighting is terrible. And I have the MAC Tropic Tonic lipstick here. It's right here on my knuckle in this pretty coral shade. And this is the other one I just swatched. The hot pink one. But yeah, there's that. Yeah, I've been using the heck out of this primer here. As you can see, I've been squeezing it. Almost got all of it out. Used up. It's the ABH eye primer. Not my favorite to be honest, but it gets the job done. And I'm almost done using it, so at least I got to try it. But this will be in a ranking video in the future. But yeah, this is staying till it's gone. I have Kylie Jenner Liquid Eyeshadow and Eat Cake. These are really nice liquid shadows from her. I like her liquid lipsticks and her liquid shadows. They're really nice quality. It's just like a shimmery pink. Just put it on there across camera, but yeah, it's right here. It's this pretty shimmery pink. You can see the shimmer in person. It's kind of almost metallic a little bit, but it's really pretty. And I kept the ColourPop Super Shock Shadow. It's in the shade Sure Thing. Very pretty. And like I said, it looks like the same color as my blanket. I think it's perfect for summer. And I kept the Rimmel London Jelly Blush in here too. Right here. Hard to open, but I'll open it some other time, but it's like pink. I have a sample of the Tarte Face Tape Foundation. I have the shade 12N Fair Neutral. It's the Double Duty Beauty. I've never tried it, but I thought I'd try it because I want to try their foundation. But I'm not sure if it's meant for me or not, so I have a baby sample right here. The Tarte Face Tape Foundation. I'm going to keep my ABH Brow Gel. I have Charlotte Tilbury lip liner. It's her Lip Cheat Reshape Every Size lip liner. It's in the shade Pink Venus. I've worn this before a couple times. It's very pretty. It's like a pink peachy color. Kind of like NARS Orgasm. I have the KVD Lash Liner in Trooper Black. It's an inner liquid liner. I have to figure out how to use this correctly because I went to use it and I don't think I did it right. Okay, I recorded this part 2 and I thought the whole entire time I was talking it recorded everything and it did not. Very upset. Gonna go back and show you. I don't know where it left off, but I mentioned that I'm going to be using this Makeup Revolution Cream Bronzer, L'Oreal Fresh Wear Foundation in the shade 400 Pearl. This is my favorite drugstore foundation. And I use this once, but I'm not sure if I used this correctly. It's the Hourglass Foundation. It's in the shade Alabaster. I want to keep trying that out. And I have some tinted moisturizers I just want to use. I have my ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Tinted Moisturizer. It's in the shade Fair 4N. It's like about this much here. And Studio Makeup Tinted Moisturizer. I'm not really sure what shade it's in. It's in this white tube. And I have like about this much left. And then I wanted to try out the Wet n Wild Tinted Hydrator. It's in the shade Fair. Heard mixed reviews on this. And then the Urban Decay Hydromaniac Tinted Glow Hydrator. Mine's in the shade 30 Light. That was the shade I got matched with. But I want to try this one out. I mentioned too, I'm gonna keep this Laura Geller primer. I have my Urban Decay All Nighter primer, and I also have the Urban Decay All Nighter spray. I'm also keeping the Maybelline gloss. It's in the shade Moon. And in my palettes, I have a lot from ColourPop. I wore this once the other day and it looked really pretty on me. It's the ColourPop Cloud Spun palette and it's just these pretty pinks. Very appropriate for summer. Since I had my hair colored red and it's kind of purplish looking now, I picked out the ColourPop Wine and Only. Never used it, so looking forward to trying it. Those colors there. ColourPop Mint to Be. And this is what it looks like on the middle. I love these kind of colors, especially this color here is my favorite. And I have the Lilac-y Lot from ColourPop. And it just has this light pinks and purples. Very pretty. I love purple. And this is the Blue Moon palette. I seen that they repackaged this and renamed some of the shades. It's in like a clear packaging now, which I think is stupid. The old packaging is so much better. But I've been really liking the shade Billie Jean here. I dipped in that a lot. I love this shade here too. But yeah, this is a beautiful palette. I always get compliments when I use it. But I'm going to continue to use that. I have my NARS face palette. Tell I've used this. I'm going to be using it again. Using it, abusing it. I've worn this before. I really like it so far. It's the Anastasia Beverly Hills Nervina palette. These are the shades here. Very pretty. Purples, pinks, neutrals. Got all what you need there. I have my Natasha Denona Sunrise palette. These are the shades here. Very appropriate for summer. And I have my JEFFREE Star Thirsty palette. I've always wanted this palette. Some of these colors just scream summer to me. Very pretty. I really like these pinks up here and that blue and green. Then I have a palette from Hip Dot. blues, greens, browns. Very pretty. I love the colors. And I have Natasha Denona Tropic palette. This is one of my favorite palettes from her. You can tell I clearly like this shade a lot. But yeah, I use this a lot more than the other ones. There's that. I have a pastel palette. It's from Glamlight. It's their Ice Cream Dream palette. These are the shades here. It's freaking huge. There's that. And I have this palette here. I've gotten compliments on it so far when I've worn them. Worn it a couple times. But it's my Pat McGrath palette. It has like pinks, some purple, some neutral, I think, colors. It's very pretty. I like it so far. But yeah, I have a couple other stuff laid out, but they're not for my shop my stash. I just have a couple things over there to either use for videos and to test and try out, so I'm not going to include those in here. But yeah, that's all of what I have for today's shop my stash. I know we picked a lot, but I let this go for a couple of months until I'm ready to do another one, so this will be plenty for me to experiment with. If you like this video, please give me a big thumbs up. It would mean a lot to me. Let me know what videos you'd like to see. Let me know what kind of products you like. What are some things that you picked out or are your summer staple makeup products for the summer. If you're new here, I'd like to say again, hey, my name's Kendra. I would greatly appreciate it if you would please subscribe to my YouTube channel. It would mean the absolute world to me, and I'd love to have you as part of my YouTube family. My returning subscribers, thank you for coming back and watching my videos and tuning in, showing me your support and love. I really appreciate it. It means the world to me, and I love you all, and I will see you all again next time, everybody. Have a good night, everybody. Bye.